Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another RTA runing video. So this one's a little different because it's not just one unit where I find multiple different builds because there aren't that many, but instead I have decided to rune my Swift units. And Swift units is all about prioritizing who you're going to put those runes on, and it's about not spreading it out too much. So I'm only going to be using 3 Swift units for my RTA box. And one is going to be very surprising because I don't use it often and I usually don't give it my fastest Swift rune. Now I did decide to not go Will on all of my Swift units because Will obviously is a constricting factor. And 2, I want to use those Will sets on a Vial unit that could follow up to my Swift units if possible. If I use my fastest Will runes on these Swift units, then as a result, my other Vial Will builds are going to be slower. Well, most of them are, or some of them are at the very least. And also, it is safe to say that I have other sets that are other runes that are faster than my Will runes, so I can get a faster build on Swift another set. I didn't go Swift broken, and I know I'm going to be getting a comment like, why did you go a Swift plus a set? Why didn't you go Swift broken? And believe it or not, these sets were the fastest build. Okay, after building each unit, the set still gave me a faster build than my broken sets. And I will show you guys why. So let's go and check out what are the 3 Swift units, how I prioritize them, and why I'm going to try and use them this season. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord, where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. So the 3 Swift units I'm going to be using is Sekhmet, Shi Hou, and also Sonia. You guys probably will not guess where I used my fastest Swift set. It is actually the Sonia. So this is not a great Sonia, speed-wise. There are so many people that are super quick. I think I have seen Skit running a plus 230 Sonia. And that means I need at least 2 more quads, essentially, on my rune build, which is going to be very hard for me to get. I'm actually amazed on how fast people are, but this is really the best I could do. So please bear me with that. I am known to be slow. There are many other content creators that are much quicker than me. I have just not been lucky with my Swift runes. Sorry. But this is the best I could do with my Swift set. And then you guys will see the other 2 Swift units and obviously the speed differences. But let's go check it out. Let's go check out this build. So it is Swift Blade. Now it's kind of funny because I got this Blade set, this Blade rune, right before I started building these 3 Swift units, and it was this slot 1 speed rune. Sorry, it was the slot 1 rune where I got a quad. Now I have room for improvement. Right now I have a flat HP gem because I don't have a HP percent gem. I forgot what this was. I think it was like resistance, reason why I got rid of it. But really, if I was going to use this for Sonia, it might have been a better decision for me to leave whatever this last stat was and gave a better attack gem. So I kind of regret that, but the deed is already done. So the one place I could really get an improvement right now is getting a legend grind here. And trust me, it's very inefficient, but I did craft blade grinds using my hero, using the claws. I only got 4 HP percent legend grinds, which is unfortunate. I just needed 1 or 2 attack percent so that I could get an 8, 9, hopefully, maybe a 10, but I didn't even get the chance. But something good is that if I do get a legend grind here and land even at 8, I do believe I'll have plus 2000 attack. I think that's a pretty big feat. I think many people negate the importance of attack because a lot of people now do rune their units on high defense or even decent amount of defense just because the builds are so efficient. So I do think attack is still extremely important, but I won't deny the fact that speed going first is probably the more important thing. Now, before I had this blade build, it was on Swift Nem when I first worked on it. When I first worked on it, it was 340 speed. But thankfully we did get a 2-speed improvement. Now I can't get this any better for my set because I have 3 quads or 2 quads. No, there's 3 quads on this. 1, 2, 3. And if I really want to get an improvement, I need another quad on these 2. So that's where you can get probably 4 to 5 more speed, total I guess 10 more speed, which Skid had. Well, Skid is also not that famous for being quick. He was slow for a while actually. But after seeing his Sonia, I'm kind of sad seeing mine. So nonetheless, speed, crit rate, attack. There's really not much more of an improvement that I can make on this build. Maybe if I want to get my Sonia hitting harder, I could get crit damage here, but really I gave it a HP gem and a max grind. It's kind of hard for me to let this go because in the end, if I do get to rotate these runes, this could go onto a supportive unit that does move first. Who knows? So overall, a rune looking like this is more efficient. I can't make this much better. Maybe a legend gem. Can't make that better. Can't make that better. Again, the legend grind is the only thing I could do. So really the build is as good as it could be for now. The one improvement is probably the slot 2 speed rune. And this one right here. But I can't get rid of this because of the speed. Artifacts, you see a lot of more crit damage. And then I have a decent one right here. Skill 2 crit damage 20%. So I'm kind of happy with that. Although I can't get rid of that skill 2 recovery. Everything else is also crit damage, so it really helps. And then again, this relic really helps with the damage. Well, not with the damage, but with the stats, right? To get close to 2000. If I didn't have that, let's see how it looks like. Yeah, I lose 113, so 1800 attack. So definitely having this is a big plus. So that's why I just thought, like, you know, cleaves will come back. You know, the builds that people can make now is kind of insane, especially if you could get plus 15 here. Although people say it's not giving you too many stats, but still, I mean, that's a lot. And then the other unit that I focused next was Shi Hou, because I think that I'll be using the water monkey a lot more. The water monkey is plus 215, so you could see the big drop, right? It's an 8 speed drop compared to this. I guess is a little less because if I give this exact build to Shi Hou, it won't be plus 223. The Sonia has 4 more speed, so it'll probably be plus 221 or something like that. So it's like a 6 speed difference actually if I take that build. Nonetheless, I want to be very efficient. I focused on decent accuracy because I did want to land that skill 3 and also skill 2 and the skill 1, to be fair. It's on swift accuracy. And why isn't it on broken? Because this is a quad, and this is also I was gonna say this was also a quad, but I guess not. I guess it can be quicker if I do have a quad or something like that. So I did exclude the vial stuff. I didn't want to give the vial stuff. Okay, so there is a quad that I could give him that might be worth. I'm debating if I should do so. Ooh, even this shield rune looks pretty good. 2 more speed. 3 more speed or 2 more speed is the question. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I might take it. The broken here looks better, right? I mean, swift accuracy and then swift broken, you're only losing the 10% accuracy really that's given to the team. I don't know how much that'll help. I think this will be better. So we'll go swift broken. I thought that we didn't have another quad. Well, to be fair, I thought the accuracy rune on slot 5 was a quad. Do I have an accuracy rune that's a quad on slot 5? No, I don't. Okay, so it just makes sense to change it, I think. And I don't think I have something better here. Oh my goodness, I am so wrong. Dude, I have 2 quads here, and this is a juicy rune. Oh, this looks good too. I have to do it, right? How much more did we get? Oh, now we're almost... Damn, that's actually fast. That's actually not bad at all. Okay. I mean, finding like improvements while doing the video is not bad. Also, if I could get like a couple more attack, it would be plus 1,000 attack. It could be better here too. Oh, so I can't get the attack better there, but I could get more attack here. I could get more attack here. I'm really liking the gems here. More attack here. Okay, this build is definitely going to have more than 1,000 attack. That is great. That is great. Okay, this is a pretty efficient Shi Hou. Okay, that's good to see. If you look at the artifacts, I did go with additional damage all around. Didn't focus on anything else, really. I'm happy with that build. Now, I wonder if you could do something like that to the Sekhmet, right? This is 342 and then it's 334. But there is still a big speed difference. 8 speed, okay. Finally, the Sekhmet is plus 216. Almost max accuracy, but we do have an artifact. Oh, do we have an artifact that gives you more accuracy? Oh, I didn't. Oh, I messed up. I actually do have to take this because there was an artifact that I know that I'm going to be using. Oh, this could do it too. Let's go for skill 2 and skill 3 accuracy. I do want... Oh, this is not bad. Yeah, this is the thing I was thinking of. So I made sure that the lowest accuracy I'll take was 73%. But it looks like it gave us 83. We have to take that. And then additional damage by speed. Unfortunately, it's not going to do as much damage as I hoped for, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's look at these runes. I know I can't get anything better here. I need D-Swift. So I think what we could do here is find something faster here. But again, these are quads. Oh, these are both not quads, but I landed the legend grind. Holy cow. Now, will I have anything better? I can't use this. I can't use the Vile rune because I explicitly excluded these. I could take this flat. But you can see they're 30, right? If I take this will, is there another will that I could take? 28. I do lose 2 speed. Or a Swift, because I do have an intangible there. A 29. I lose 1 speed for Swift Will. And we have max accuracy. Then I could change that back. Maybe this is better because the will actually gives us some protectiveness, even though if you don't move first. So why don't we revert that? I mean, we didn't find the faster build, but we found a safer build. I think it's still usable. Yep. I think I'll do this. Max accuracy on will, and the build doesn't look horrible again because we're pretty efficient with this rune, although it's a flat. Again, there isn't much that we could improve on other than these legend grinds. Maybe I should farm for the Swift grinds because it definitely looks like I have room for improvement there. And same with this intangible one. Oh wait, this looks good. Come on. Oh, nice. This is done now, right? I'm not gonna use more legend grinds for 1%. Perfect. Slightly more survivability. Relic. So I did get another decent relic, although I don't know if you guys saw it from my summoning video. I did do this, although we didn't get the plus 12. We were very close to it. I think a lot of people are having trouble getting even plus 10, so I am happy with it. We do get more HP and 150 speed. I guess we could get plus 4% on the Sekhmet, I think. Yeah, at the very least. So other than that, I don't think I'll be adding more Swift units. If I have to, it'll most likely be like an Escher, because it's the easiest to rune on Swift with whatever you have left. So that's why you don't want to just take out like 5-6 Swift units. You want to just take out the one that you know that are fast. Another way you could do it is that I could add like a Shi Hou, and say if the opponent does not go fast, I could go Shi Hou, right? But what is the fastest I could do here now? Not that fast. Like, yeah, see my slot 1 for Swift just plummeted. I have to go something else. So there is a Nem here that I could use as a quad. Also accuracy here that has a quad. Those are all options. Do we have a quad in Nem? 26. 28, 25, 28. You know, having a resistance on Shi Hou doesn't seem too bad. Oh, we have a flag quad here. But these others are gonna be so slow. 28, not that slow actually. 27, another flat. Another 27. So if it's gonna be 27 annual, no. Oh, intangible, do I have anything? 24, no. This is hard, huh? Because Endure slot 1 was also a quad. Oh no. Where's the other quad? Hey, it's on Rakuni. Or this, which is 3 speed faster still. Then we just need a swift. Ooh, we still need a swift here. So we lose a lot of speed here, huh? Because, damn, this is so slow. That's bad. That's bad. But you see what's happening, right? Like, the speed just drops too heavily. How about we just take this instead? And we take that swift again. What does this look like? It's not like slow, right? Plus 210. And the accuracy is almost there. Because you really only need skill 3 accuracy on this guy. It could be anything. 19? Was that enough? No, we need like 23. 21. Okay, that's close enough. Maybe we'll take that. And by doing that, if you have 21, we have 83%. It's not horrible. I mean, if you put the relic too, right? The nimble. But definitely you won't be using this guy to outspeed anybody, right? I think you're taking him for... if you know that you have fast units out already and it's another fast unit to contest as a speed lead as well. And then finally, if the opponent is going second turn. So it's a good to have, but it's definitely not a first unit to pick out. It's going to be like a counter pick. I mean, again, I'm not going to add this to my box, but I think it is a good to have later on if I do have those runes just laying around. In runing these Swift units, it's all about deciding on which Swift units you're going to go for. Don't pick out too many. First, you really have to distinguish the limit of your Swift runes. For me, it's 3. To get into like this level, I think 3 is max. Maybe 4 if I make something like broken. I don't care about the stats with like all those flat stats, although I did use one here. Maybe 1 more, but that's really it. And even with that, only this is plus 220 with this insane base speed. I can't get over plus 220 here. Like, I will be able to get one, I believe. No, I can't. I need like another quad or a big improvement somewhere, 1 more speed to get this over, or to get this to plus 220. But I was happy that we found a decent build here, a better build for sure. It was plus 217, 15, 16, I don't know. It was plus 215, which was like the equal speed to Sekhmet, which I was not happy with. But now it's significantly faster. The stats are actually better, so it's more efficient. And the Sekhmet with Will is now probably a little safer because that 1 more speed really isn't much where I can be confident that I'll be outspeeding. Yeah, what do you guys think of the build? Is it decent? I'm going to work really hard to get that 5 attack. I really want plus 2000 attack. I noticed that this is plus 1890 defense. So even this Sonia should not be able to ignore its defense because you need 60% or less defense, right? If I do the calculation real quick, if I have 2000, that's 2867, and then you multiply that by 0.6, and that's 1720. So if I have higher than 1720 defense, which I clearly do, it's not going to ignore defense. And I think although this is helping a lot, so whoever gets a better relic is going to really strive with these cleaves, like this ignore defense stuff. Anyhow, I'm like exposing all of my builds, but again, I have to say that it's well known that I'm slow. So I'm okay showing that. And I don't think, always going first wins these days. There's so many passives, right? This is why I have, I have these 2 unit runed up first. Come on. Let's be real. There are ways to win. I'm just hoping that I figure out a way to deal with the Water Gandalfs with my team. I'll have to rune up Bolverk for sure. And Bolverk is one of those units that you could build on multiple builds as well. So let's see what I do there. Do you guys agree with the change I've made on Shi Hou? I think so. I think a lot of you guys like the broken, going first for these Swift units for sure. Again, how does the Sonia build look like? How much is the relic going to help? And finally, Sekhmet, was it the right choice to go Will for that 1 speed difference? And I guess for the full accuracy, so we could go more additional damage on these artifacts. Let me know. Hope you guys are enjoying this. If you guys want me to use swap to build your best RTA builds, arena builds, siege builds, please join my Discord, fill out the Google form. If you guys want account reviews, through my Patreon. And oh shoot, just closed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.